We begin with breaking news out of Franklin this morning. A person has been hit and killed by a train. Here's a picture from the scene. It happened just about an hour ago. Franklin police say the person was on the tracks next to the Bell Historic Franklin Apartments on Liberty Pike. That's near Eddy Lane. Stay with News Channel 5 for more updates on this breaking story. The state Supreme Court is hearing arguments at this hour over records from the Vanderbilt rape case. Several media outlets are suing to have documents from the investigation released, including text messages between Vanderbilt football coaches and players after the rape. Brandon Vandenberg and Corey Beatty were both convicted of raping an unconscious female student in a campus dorm back in January. Their sentencing will take place next month. We'll keep you posted on today's hearing and have the very latest online and later today on the news at 4, 5, and 6. Also happening today, the investigation into the Rutherford County Sheriff will once again take center stage. This afternoon, an ethics committee in Murfreesboro will meet to discuss Sheriff Robert Arnold. An ethics complaint was filed against the sheriff, saying he's benefiting from an electronic cigarettes company partially owned by his family members. The district attorney is currently investigating, but no charges have been filed. That ethics committee meeting begins tonight at 5:30. We'll have full coverage this evening on News Channel 5 at 10. The Centers for Disease Control is investigating a potentially deadly mistake by the U.S. military. Pentagon officials say live anthrax bacteria was accidentally shipped to labs in as many as 9 states. That includes labs right here in Tennessee. As Craig Boswell explains, 4 workers in this country and close to 24 workers in South Korea are currently under preventative medical care.
The anthrax samples were supposed to be dead when they left a U.S. Army lab in Utah, but a live sample of the deadly bacteria arrived at a lab in Maryland last week, and now the Pentagon says similar samples may have been sent to commercial and government labs in 8 other states and South Korea.
No known risk to the general public, and there's no suspected or confirmed cases of anthrax infection.
But the government is concerned about lab workers who may have been exposed. At least 4 in the U.S. and 22 in South Korea are taking antibiotics as a precaution.
CBS News has confirmed the Defense Department used FedEx to ship the anthrax. The supposedly inactive samples are used for research into how to defend against biological weapons.
If anthrax spores become airborne and are inhaled, they can cause severe illness or death.
After a relatively short period of time, the person can become very, very sick. It's largely a lung infection, first of all, and then the organism can actually get into the bloodstream and make you very, very ill indeed.
All the samples sent from Utah will be transferred to the CDC for further testing. Craig Boswell, CBS News, the Pentagon.
Hundreds of people are being asked to evacuate their homes in Texas and Oklahoma, where at least 21 people have lost their lives so far in flooding. Rescue crews are still searching for people swept away by the rising waters. And later today, we expect to hear from the loved ones of 4 families still missing. Another storm triggered a tornado yesterday in that same area, hitting an oil rig and injuring 3 people. Just what they don't need. More storms are expected later this week. Once again, folks here in Tennessee give new reason to our nickname, the Volunteer State. The American Red Cross is coordinating with at least 9 people from here to help hand out cleaning supplies to storm victims and to help homeowners salvage whatever they can in the worst hit areas. Many volunteers also say they're there for anyone who just needs a shoulder to cry on.
You know, the saddest thing, I think, is when you see people hauling out boxes of pictures and baby items and stuff that are just totally ruined. And they're having to throw them away. Those are their memories. They have kept pictures from their kids as they grew up. Those are gone now.
If you'd like to volunteer, the Red Cross is hosting a National Giving Day this upcoming Tuesday. For more information, head to our website, newschannel5.com.